all trained to break down. Hi, welcome back to another One Chart lesson. Today we're doing Breakdown by Jack Johnson. We are doing the version from a Brokedown Melody, which is a surf DVD. So it's slightly different than the original version or the single version or the version that you would stream if you go searching for this song. But it's worth looking for the Brokedown Melody version because it's just got a little bit of different bits and pieces in there that I'm going to include in this chart. Now this chart's going to go over 2 pages because I'm actually including a few of the guitar riffs for the intro as well as the ukulele parts. Now the ukulele is not all the way through it, but you can play the chords on your chart on the ukulele, and I've put the chords at the top of this chart for the ukulele as well. Where it says C/B on the ukulele, you can take the C/B or you can play the E minor chord. They're both there on the top of your chart. I'm sure it's kind of self-explanatory when you look at that chart, so download that and let's get started. We are really basing our song around this C chord, and what we're doing is we're walking our bass note down to the B, turning it into a C/B chord. You can also play a C/B chord including that second fret note on the D string, but it's very easy and perfectly acceptable to leave that D string open, and it's much easier to go through that transitional chord on the way down to an A minor. Then on occasions we go to the G, mainly in the verses and the intro, and in the chorus he finishes on the F. So in the chorus goes, oh please just let me please break down, and goes to the F. The F you can also play as an F major 7. Absolutely acceptable. In fact, that's what he does play in pretty much most of the song, I think. So for F, read F major 7. So let's get started. Your intro starts on the C, you play the bass note, strum the rest of the chord. Beat 1, then beat 2. 1, 2, then 3 and 4 and, all on the C. Then what we do is we take that same shape, move over a string, slide your third finger up to the 5th fret. And now we're going to play our G, a voicing for our G chord here, which is on the 5th fret D string, 4th fret G string, and 3rd fret B string, and the open E on the top. So you start your strum from the D string, and you go. Then you move that whole shape down 2 frets, and you go bass note on the D string 3rd fret. So it sounds like this. Go through that 4 times. Over the top of that you'll hear some little guitar lead-in parts, which I've actually included on your tab there. They're very, very simple. They sound really nice. What you're doing is you're taking 2 notes on the B and E string. You can play them, with whatever 2 fingers or 1 finger you feel like. It doesn't really matter. But you're going to start to slide by sliding up to the 10th fret first. Both those notes, play them together, strum them or pick them, doesn't matter. Then you slide that back down without strumming it again. You slide it back down to 8, like that. Takes a little bit of practice to get those notes to continue ringing without strumming it again, but it's worth it because it's a nice effect. Right, so there we go, 10 to 8. Then the same thing, go sliding up to 8. Then back down to 5, that's the second little riff you hear. And then the final riff is sliding 5 down to 3, sorry. And then you're onto the C, where it starts with the verse singing. I hope this old train breaks down, C down to C/B, A minor, I can take a walk around to G. Repeat that over again. See what there is to see. Time is just a melody. All the people on the street walking fast as the feet could take them. I just stroll through town. The second half of the verse, you'll hear the ukulele come in. Now I'll show you how to play this ukulele part. If you want to skip to the end of this lesson, go over the guitar parts, I'll put the ukulele instruction all towards the end of the lesson. You can follow the markers down below, jump to it, jump back, jump forward, learn both parts, learn all parts, suit yourself. But the chords are like that. They go through C, C/B, A minor, G. Repeat them total of 4 times for that first verse, and as I said, the ukulele part enters for the second half of that verse. Then we move into the chorus, which is exactly the same except we're ending on an F major 7 instead of a G. Oh, please just let me please break down. There's your F. And then after that, there's a little ukulele break, which again, I'm going to play at the end of this lesson, but it follows the chords. Just like in the intro. During that little ukulele break, in the second half of that ukulele break, which goes onto your second page of your chart, you'll hear those guitar riffs again. Now, they're using all the same parts, but slightly different timing. And right at the end where you go 5, 3, you don't really hear that last thing, but if you're going to play a note, it probably should be that open E string. The open B string doesn't quite sound as nice, but you can just go, and it lands on the C again, where we go into another verse. Follows that same chord progression through the verse, and all the way through this verse, the ukulele plays that part all the way through. So you repeat that line 4 times, like it's on your chart, go into another chorus. At the end of that chorus, you get to the intro part again, which is that. Then we move into the last verse, which is kind of a breakdown verse. Can't stop nothing if you got no control. So you play a C, 1 strum, hold it for a bar, hold it for another bar, don't strum it again. Let that kind of die off through the second bar. On the third bar, you play an A minor. Do the same thing. You hold that for 4 beats and on through the next bar as well. Do it again, C for 4 beats, held over through the next bar, A minor for a bar, held over through the next bar. Then it kind of ramps up and the ukulele part comes back in again. Do it again. And then we're into another chorus. I wish this old train would break down. Oh, please just let me please break down. 4 times. One more. And at the end of that, you hold the F major 7 for another bar, and then you go up to a G for 2 bars there, and then into the outro, which is the using the G at the end. You repeat that and it fades out to the end of the song. If you wanted to play that ukulele part, the whistle part on the ukulele, or if you wanted to play it on the guitar, you can do it as well. I will show you how to do that when I'm doing the ukulele section, but on the guitar, it's kind of like that. I'm not going to put that on your chart because on the ukulele section, and some people may not realize this, but on the ukulele section, it looks exactly the same as it would if you had a capo on your guitar on the 5th fret. So if you put a capo over the 5th fret of the guitar, those 4 strings are the strings or the notes that your ukulele is tuned to. So if you put a capo on your 5th fret, those top 4 strings are a ukulele. So you can read that ukulele part now on your chart and go, oh, okay, that's how I play that. Simple, right? It's actually a very helpful little thing to know, because if you see ukulele parts and you want to play it on the guitar, just whack a capo on your 5th fret and you've got a ukulele. Right, that is breakdown. Let's jump over onto the ukulele and I'll show you how to do the picking section. So first, a quick run through of these chords. We've got C, which you can also play like that. You've got a G, and you've got an F. Now, for the F major 7 on a ukulele, it's going to sound a lot like an A minor 7, so we're going to, or an A minor. So what we're going to do is we're going to play an F on the ukulele rather than an F major 7 like we do on the guitar. So there's your F, there's your A minor there, your C/B, there's your C, or you can do that. The C/B kind of looks like that. So it's 4, 4, 0, 2. Now, if that's a weird fingering and you don't enjoy it and you want to play something else, play the E minor, because it works almost identically. There's your C/B, there's your E minor. That's the chords covered for the ukulele. Now for the picking section that you see in there, what we're going to do is we're going to take this shape here, put your first finger on the 3rd fret of the top 2 strings, put your 2nd finger on the 4th fret, and we're going to go, okay? That's your first bar. Then we move up to the 5th fret on the A string and go, show you that again. That's the 2nd bar. Over the A minor we're going, and over the G at the end is the same as before. So it sounds like this from start to finish. I'll do it very slowly. Again. Now, I'm picking all those with my thumb on the lower 2 strings and my 1st and 2nd fingers on the top 2 strings. And if you wanted to strum them, you just strum through the chords. E minor, or that C/B. So C, E minor, or C/B, A minor, and then either a G or an F, depending on where you are. And the intro would be G, F, C. That's it. That's the whole song. You can strum your ukulele throughout the whole thing. You can pick your ukulele through the verses like it's got on your chart. Wherever you see the ukulele part picked through that section on the verses, that's where it is in the song. If it's not there, it's actually not in that version of the song. But you can play it wherever you want. And if you're on your own, obviously you've got to play the whole song on the ukulele. And the end bit that he whistles, very simple. 3, 0, 3. Then on the C string you slide up from 2 to 4. 3 on the E string, back to 4 on the C, 2, and then down to open string. 2nd time through you stop on the 2nd last note, I think. 3rd last note. Stop there on the 4th fret of the C string. I have hope that was useful. I hope you find some fun in that song. It's a great piece of music, and it's fun to put those parts together with the guitar parts and ukulele parts. Thank you for watching. See you here again soon for some more lessons. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're worried about missing out on anything, because we are putting new lessons up every week, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks a lot.